Round it up on FightHype.com. I want you to let the world know, everyone.
All right, I'm Sekaye Terry. My name is Killer Kaye on Instagram. Follow me on there. I'm about to make my professional debut October 29th, so you guys should definitely tune in.
Awesome. And on the left, actually on the right of you and left on me, is your trainer right here. Would you mind telling the world a little bit about yourself as well?
I'm Coach Chris, also known as Coach Beat Boop. You can follow me on Instagram, beatboop_boxing. And I've been coaching Kaye now for about a year and a half.
Awesome. Now, the first thing I do have to ask is, I've seen it throughout Instagram and stuff. He's had some sparring sessions with Floyd Mayweather, and I'm assuming that was for his exhibitions. So it's been pretty recent that you've been sparring him.
Yeah, it was back in April, May.
Okay.
For his exhibition in Dubai.
Okay.
And, we actually got to spar out there in Dubai too, so crazy experience.
So first things first, I have to ask, what was that experience like for both you guys? You training him and you being able to be in there with a legend. Man,
to go from watching him on YouTube to seeing him across the ring, it was a surreal feeling. Just like, damn, okay, and he's everything they say he is.
Can you elaborate? Even at this age, what do you mean?
That's the thing that was I'd say that was most impressive to me was just how sharp he was at his age, because he's not even him no more. You know what I mean? He's a shell of himself, but he's still still that guy. And his biggest thing is just how sharp he was, how there he was. He was very aware of just everything. And when we were sparring, you could just see how how aware he is. That was just the biggest thing.
And I'm assuming that you sparred people your age and things of that nature. What about him outside of just his sharpness and wisdom? Does he still have a snap? Does he still have power?
Yeah, his timing is impeccable. Real quick still, even at his age. Yeah, he's probably timing beats speed. So with him having that crazy timing, it was he was hard to get a hold of, pinpoint.
That's not the only world champion he's sparred. He's also been in camp with Nonito Donaire. He's also been in there with Cool Boy Steph. And
oh wow!
Yeah, so he's been in there with some other guys, not just Floyd.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a serious step of competition and working with. Donaire's a Hall of Famer, Poland's a pound for pounder.
Angela Leo,
DJ Krill, several different world champions. When we first sparred him, though, he had told me that it might not happen, but it was at he gave me a call. It was 1 a.m. Right, so I get the call. I'm in bed already, ready to go to bed, and he's I think I'm about to spar Floyd. I was like, oh man, please tell me you're not, because I'm ready to go to sleep right now.
You thought he was trolling though?
No, I knew Floyd operated at that time. It's just I didn't think it was going to be that soon. So next thing you know, I'm all right, I'm heading down there. It's 1:30. Get there almost 2 o'clock, and I'm still wiping the crust out my eye, walking in, set my bag down, let's get to work,
So it was hey, he wants to spar right now.
It was on the spot. On the spot. I wouldn't even.
He just flew back in. I think it was during the playoffs, NBA playoffs. I think the Nuggets just played the Warriors. He was in Denver, flew back.
Man, my brother called me. He called me at it was 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
really.
I was at home about to go to sleep too. He got the call. He said, "Bro, you should come up to the gym. Come spar Floyd." I was like, "I bet."
And after that, he liked the work that we gave him and brought us on board.
What was the things that he was saying when it came to the sparring and did he come and say nice word, good speed?
Hell no, he didn't. he told her, what's your coach gonna tell you? I beat Canelo.
Nah, hell yeah. After the spar, he gave me props. He said, good work and all that. And then after that, I was in camp with him, so we just, we went out to LA a few times, ran with him out there, trained with him, and then he brought me out to Dubai with him, and that's where we sparred in Dubai.
What was that whole experience like going over there? And
man, first off, we're in Dubai. That's just crazy in itself, and then to be able to say, I sparred Floyd Mayweather in Dubai. How many people can say that? You know what I mean? So that was just crazy, and like I said, he's everything they say he is: sharp, fast, smart, real hard to hit. I say the hardest thing about him really was his timing. It was real awkward.
Really?
Real awkward. So how you got those fighters that don't really know what they're doing and they're awkward and they're kind of hard to time? It's with him, he's in control of that awkwardness. You know what I mean? So he's real hard to get a read on.
So when you mean awkward, is that like the like you said timing, like the rhythm changes?
Yeah, it's the rhythm changes. Definitely the rhythm changes because he'll be moving 1 second, bop, get to moving again, bop, bop again. It's just like I said, he's in control of that awkwardness. It's real similar to like people that don't know what they're doing and they're hard at the time because they're all weird and stuff.
Yeah, because they don't have like a consistent rhythm.
But it's like he's literally in control of that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that was just crazy to me.
So like, he's like one of those. I don't know if you know about dancing or whatnot, but like that he's able to get on that offbeat. When
it's real offbeat. Everything is offbeat. Everything offbeat. Like I said, he'll be moving a little bit, then he'll pop. He might like put his hands up, pop. You know what I mean? It's just. It was hard to get a read on his timing. That's what I would say is the hardest thing. It's his rhythm.
What were you saying, like in between? How many rounds did you guys spar?
6.
6? Wow.
No, first. No, I thought the first time we did like 7.
Oh yeah, it was like 7. You're right.
We did 7 when we sparred here in Vegas, and then when we went out to Dubai, we sparred 8 both times.
Oh wow. So you've already hit the championship rounds in total of how many?
Yeah.
What was that like in the corner, like being able to like coach someone, and what was like
That's
going through
what
your
I
mind?
always look forward to as a coach, man. I studied film on Floyd for a long time, watching him on TV. So I was excited to implement some of the things that I had in my mind to be able to deal with it, and I'm happy to say that some of it worked.
Some worked, okay.
Yeah.
But all right. As a coach, I guess I can't ask for your sauce.
Yeah.
But like, just what kind of work? What didn't work? What are you able to tell on camera without kind of like?
We were just real physical with him, so we eliminated some of the stuff that he's known for, and once we did it, he didn't do it no more.
But as much as they say he adjusts, I'm assuming you guys had to continue to adjust. Was that a constant? Oh my God! All right, we got to switch to playing Z2s. All through the alphabets, or was it?
That's what I'm all about. I mean, as a coach, I like the tactical warfare that goes inside there, and trying to instill different tactics in my fighters to be able to execute while they're in there against their opponent. It doesn't matter who it is. I had to tell. I told them flat out. I was like, just like he said, he's a shell of a former himself. Treat it as such.
Yeah. Now I just wanted to ask, because you've been in another ring with a Hall of Famer. You mentioned no need to donaire. What's the difference from going from like a donaire and a Floyd? Like what's the?
Man, I don't know how to say this without sounding like Donito's my guy. He's that dude, and it was definitely a crazy experience working with him too. But with Floyd, it was just a different level.
Really, it's just that. I mean, Nonito's definitely Hall of Fame material.
100%. I take nothing away from Nonito. Nonito's that guy. And I love to work with him. But yeah, when I worked with Floyd, it was just, I don't know, he was just different.
I would just say that with Nonito, he fights more out of burst. So you kind of knew bits and pieces what was going to happen, from the film and being in the ring with them, and it wasn't like anything different than what we expected. I would say, outside of him getting used to the fact that he's a lower weight class, and he's fast and explosive, and he can still crack.
He can definitely crack.
Really, the power's still there. They said, right?
That left hand, that hook. And, you know what I'm saying?
But we're grateful for experience. He helped us out a lot. Him and Rachel, his wife, exchanged information. We've been in strength and conditioning with them, and of course, we stole some stuff from them. So
I mean, it's learning, right? That's what you're sparring, right?
So some things that they were doing, we implemented it in our game. So.
And what was the Fulton work like? Because he's people consider him the best of that weight at the time.
That was great work too. He was getting ready for Figueroa.
Yeah, Figueroa.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when we sparred, at first it was like kind of just outside boxing, and then Fulton took the fight inside, as you saw he did in the actual fight. Yeah. It was an inside fight, so it was real good work though.
And he was probably a lot stronger than we thought he was going to be, considering he's a lot smaller. But he was strong on the inside. He liked to sneak shots in when you least expect it, grappling with you.
Yeah, real solid. Yeah. Solid.
And what weight are you planning to compete at on your pro debut?
I'm gonna make my debut at 130.
Okay.
But then after a few fights, I'm gonna go to 26.
Okay. And just seeing the fact that you are now making your pro debut, what was your amateur backgrounds and what were those things like?
I've only had 4 amateur boxing fights.
Really?
Yeah, I've only had 4 boxing fights. So all my experience comes from just sparring these high-level guys.
Wow.
And that's where I got my experience. And I'd say that's honestly better than doing amateur fights. Because
I mean, shoot, the names that I'm sure there's more guys that you just got to have on
I said as this, they wouldn't call us back if the work wasn't good.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you guys will probably get called back. Maybe if not, just maybe for the Deji fight for Floyd, and if not, or if you are, just what's your thoughts on the fight?
Well, he's a southpaw, so Probably not, but I'm working on southpaw.
Yeah, he switched stances right now, you know, so the stuff that we're working on.
So hopefully I can, you know, not hopefully, when I get, you know, get that side more solid, then I'll be, you know, I'm sure I'll be able to get in the southpaw camps too.
What's your guys' thoughts on the Deji fight with Floyd? I know he's a YouTuber, and I know you went down the whole detail about it, but what's your overall thoughts? And do you think Deji can make it out the fight, I guess? No?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's good. Hey, I support whatever's making that man money. You know, so you know, I can't hate on a man filling his pockets up.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, big ups to him for getting that opportunity. That's good for him. You know, that's a huge blessing. But depending on how the fight is, I don't know if it's like a 3-rounder like the one he just did, or it's a 8-rounder like he did back in June.
I think it's like 6 or 8. I think it's a little bit longer.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He's not making out of it?
Hell no, he's getting him out of it.
Unless he carry him. That's what.
Unless it's that type of situation. I don't see Floyd letting him out of there.
What's your guys' thoughts on the YouTube thing? Because obviously you've been in the ring with practically everyone's like top guys right now, or you know, Hall of Famers. Just what's your whole thought on the YouTubers coming in?
I'm no hater, and if they're bringing more attention to the sport, then, you know, good for them. I'm not, you know, at first I was kind of iffy about Jake Paul, but he's getting these fighters paid more. He's getting the women paid more. I can't hate on somebody who's getting us taken care of, you know. I can't hate on it, and, you know, he works hard. I can't hate on somebody who works hard. He trains for real.
I've actually been in camp with KSI and Jake Paul, so I know 100% that they take the training very serious. So, you know, respect to them for that. As far as everybody else that is doing it, make sure you wear the big gloves, because it's only a matter of time. I think, you know, someone gets really hurt. You're seeing all these guys now get knocked out. You know, before that wasn't happening. You know, so if they ain't taking that training serious, don't be surprised if there's a big injury coming soon.
And then just reverting back to you guys, in the near future, promotions or things, are you guys looking to a certain promotion company right now? Has any reached out, or you guys just kind of taking step by step?
Taking it step by step. Like I said, I just want to get this pro debut out the way. You know, get the feel of it. You know, feel with this, like with the, you know, the small gloves, and, you know, go from there. Start, you know, then I'll start reaching out more and start, you know, showcasing my ability and all that. So we just got to see, you know. Yeah,
not in any rush to get them, you know, signed under anything, unless, you know, everything's right, you know, on paper and pen. But you know, just building them step by step. Still developing. Like I said, we've only been working with each other for about 1.5 years, so, and for him to be this far already, you know, I say the work speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of attention is going to be on you, you know, coming up in the near future, you know, October 29th out in Florida, and as well,
it's in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, it's Jackson, Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know why my brain...
It's Jacksonville, Florida, that's why.
Oh, you know what? All right, sorry. So can you recorrect one more time? Where's it going to be at?
October 29th, Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay, awesome. Where can they find you on social media?
Instagram, Killer Kaye, and then Killer, and then Kaye.
All right, awesome. Appreciate the time, champ.
I appreciate you. Thank you.